Hello and welcome to our channel, Traveling with Marks. I'm Mark, and this is my husband and travel partner, Mark. This is our final episode of our 2022 Arctic expedition in Iceland. If you missed any of our previous episodes, links to those videos are provided in the description below. If you're ready to go, here's episode 4. The goal of the next few days is to take in some of the sights along the southern route of Iceland. In doing so, we decide to drive out to the furthest destination we can, while still having time to take in the sights on the way back to Rejkavik, and plenty of time for our flight home in about 3 days. So we decided to drive out to Jokulsarlon, which was about a 5-hour drive. Here's a few scenes from our road trip along the way. After a 5.5-hour long drive from Rejkavik, we have arrived here at what's called Jokulsarlon, I think is how you pronounce it. It's a lagoon, glacier lagoon actually. You'll see behind me is the glaciers. And from these glaciers, you'll see from behind me is a bunch of icebergs that have drifted off that glacier back there to this bay that's here behind me. And from here, icebergs break off, and if you look back there, beyond that bridge is a black beach called Diamond Beach, where many of these glacier chunks break off, go out to the sea or ocean, and then are drifted onto the black sand beach and making it look like diamonds against the black sand. So you started out here at the lagoon of icebergs, and we're going to go over to the beach later. On the other side of the lagoon, and the bridge spanning the channel from the lagoon to the ocean, is Diamond Beach, a stretch of black sand beach littered with ice broken from the icebergs that was washed up on shore. As you can see, the contrast of the ice and the black sand gives this beach its name, Diamond Beach. After leaving Diamond Beach, we made our leisurely way back towards Rejkavik, stopping in a small town named Skogafoss, about 3 hours from Diamond Beach. There, we spent a night at this hotel. The following morning, we made our way to Skogafoss, a short distance from the hotel. Hello everyone, well this is, I think it's Wednesday or Thursday, I lost track of the date. But anyway, we are at Skogafoss, and from the Diamond Beach we went to yesterday, we returned back towards Rejkavik, and this was our stop last night. As a matter of fact, back here beyond these trees is the little hotel that we stayed at, and we had breakfast, and now we are at Skogafoss, which is the waterfalls that is right by our hotel, which is right there. Now we're gonna walk over there to the base, and we're thinking that we might take this trail. Where's the trail? there's a trail right here. Like a trail right there. It goes all the way up to the top right there, overlooking the falls. So we'll see if we make it up there. We'll get you your videos and pictures from up there. Okay, we finally made it to the top. We're starting down here, parking lot, base over here, up these stairs to the top of the waterfall. There it is right there. As we continue our drive back towards Rejkavik, we stopped at Seljalandsfoss. This waterfall descends over 200 feet, creating a lot of mist as you walk towards and around it. One of the great features of this falls not only is the height, but that cavernous area behind the falls that you can walk through. In the next few nights, we stayed in Keflavik, which was a shorter distance to the airport than Rejkavik. We chose to stay here to ensure that we would be able to get to the airport on our last day without running into any traffic from Rejkavik. During our last few days in Iceland and before our flight home, we decided to take a trip back to Rejkavik, as there really wasn't much to see in Keflavik. While walking around Rejkavik, we ran into a very unusual museum on the lower level of this inconspicuous building. It was the Icelandic Philological Museum. Yes, a museum dedicated to the male penis. Not just the human penis, but from mammals of all kinds, from whales, bears, horses, and even one that was supposed to have come from a troll, and another one that supposedly came from a merman, a male mermaid. The following day, on September 24th, we proceeded home with flights from Rejkavik to JFK in New York, then from JFK to LAX in Los Angeles. Well, that's the end of this episode and our series of videos from our Iceland and Greenland trip. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, and if you have any thoughts about this video, feel free to leave us a comment. Finally, if you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing to our channel. With that said, thanks as always for watching, and we hope to see you on our next travel adventure when you go traveling with Marks.